Hi, I'm Collette McDonald, and I'm a real estate expert here in the Atlanta market. And welcome to our second edition of our renovation reality series that we're doing here on the web. Now, have you ever wanted to tackle a huge or maybe a small renovation project, but you just didn't know where to start? Well, today we're going to go through the vision, the planning, and everything that you need to know to get those first steps started. Make sure you watch till the end because we're going to go through what they've done week 2, and it's super cool. So first steps, you have to figure out if your project is worth it financially. You need to know your numbers. You need to contact an expert in your area. If you're in Atlanta, you contact us. If you're outside Atlanta, we'll be more than happy to find you the perfect real estate expert in your market. But you have to figure out if the house is worth the renovation or quite possibly worth a tear down. You'll only know that by crunching numbers. The next step is to figure out how you're going to pay for it. You can pay cash if you've got it. You can get renovation financing. If you're building from scratch, you can even get a construction loan. But you need a financial expert to help you with that process and potentially get you a loan. The third part of this first segment of planning your renovation is actually getting an architect. You should consider an architect anytime you're changing the floor plan or footprint. You may be able to just work with your contractor with ideas. Personally, I always like to use experts who know what they're doing because your time is money and they can help you save. Next step is finding that contractor. Now be prepared. If you're doing the project in whole, you could pay one price, like buying new construction. It's one price. If you're doing a renovation, there's also an option to do what's cost plus, what's called cost plus. Now, cost plus, they take the entire renovation and they manage the project for you. They manage the subcontractors, the permitting, soup to nuts. And they're businessmen, and they are project managers. So that's what you're paying a contractor to do. Make sure you check references. That is key. But a good contractor will also look at your architectural plans and give you input of what works and what may not work when you actually apply it to the renovation. The next step is permitting. Please do not skip this step. It is illegal for you to do certain types of renovations without going to your city, county, municipalities and obtaining a permit. It's important because they inspect everything that is done on the job to make sure your renovation is done safely. Building a home or renovating to this level is like giving birth. It's painful, and the scheduling process is one of those things that drives people batty. And I'll tell you, there are 3 people involved in the timeline or scheduling and keeping to it. The contractor and subcontractors, the homeowner or buyer, as well as Mother Nature. Now, we're going to keep record of who screws up when. Now, the first week, it's actually been the homeowner. The homeowner was supposed to prep the entire driveway, make sure the house was open on day 1. Well, unfortunately, that homeowner decided to go to Stellar Bodies instead, and they missed a whole day because they were here to start, and that homeowner was not. The second snafu also goes to the homeowner. When you do new construction or even renovation, you're expected to give a down payment. The down payment was given, but the homeowner didn't transfer funds. So the contractor bounced all his checks to his subcontractors, and they went to cash their checks on Friday, and there wasn't any money in the account. Strike 2 against the homeowner. So through this process, we're going to figure out who made more mistakes on that timeline. Now what y'all have been waiting for, the progress, week 2 of this renovation. You can see it did not take jackhammers to get this floor down. It actually took just really strong guys with some sledgehammers to get that granite up off the floor. Now we're in that dining room. Check it out. No more drywall, ceiling, walls are gone. Happy thing that we found when we were going through this process is the exterior walls were insulated. Sometimes in the 1960s you don't have that. Now come on into the kitchen. You can pretty much see everything at this point. Kitchen is completely gutted. We still have the fridge here. We're going to move that in a little bit. But then you have this family room that has the bookshelves that are coming down. Then you can see through to the hallway that led to nowhere now leads to open spaces and that first floor bedroom and that bathroom. So you've just been through the house week 2 of Renovation Reality episode 2. Can't wait to show you what happens next week.